My phone was going nuts last night. Let me guess. Yep. The
Yeah, it's
day
the
before
NVIDIA thing.
got delayed again.
Yes. What? You don't say.
Thanks, Risa Blue.
You don't say.
Hey, and welcome, West.
You don't say.
What's going on, everybody? It's Buzz Lightbeer, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And at this point, are you truly surprised with any of this? The day before,
No,
just
not really.
days
How did it get
before,
confirmed?
a major Raw gameplay reveal has again postponed and pushed out the dates. And we'll get into all of this because I've done some digging here, and I have some now deleted receipts.
Thanks, Risa
In case you aren't yet a sub, please smash that big, beautiful subscribe button to stay up to date on all the latest the day before news. And while you're at it, ring the notifications bell to receive my latest upload alerts. Okay, here we go again.
It hasn't been confirmed fake. I mean, alright. All of it seems very fishy.
So this latest chapter all starts back on January 15th. We get this announcement from the official day before Discord that the team at Fantastic have received the go-ahead from legal to publish raw gameplay footage. Okay, which is something we haven't yet seen, and the wording is odd, almost like they're doing us a favor releasing this footage, because how could we be so skeptical after all these heavily scripted vertical slice trailers? And then kind of late last night, at least it was for me on the East Coast US, we get wind that the day before has been delisted on Steam.
Oh,
that's right, the number 2 most wishlisted game on all of Steam has poof vanished. And here's where it gets really dicey. Their official Discord server posts this message to calm the hordes just moments after this delisting.
God.
We are currently experiencing a minor technical difficulty with our game's visibility on the Steam store page. This is a
It's been a day. Is it back? Let's see. Let me take a peek here real quick. Hold on. Gotta log in. No, it's not back.
known bug that has affected multiple titles in the past. More on this in a moment. Please note that Steam regularly conducts maintenance on Tuesdays, and this issue will likely be resolved during that time. We kindly...
What does delisted from Steam mean? It means it's no longer on their store pages. Hold on. Let me go to the bathroom real quick. Give me just a second. I'm gonna fill up my water too. I'm back. Holy shit. My legs are sore. Thanks to the resub Smeppy and the gift sub Meadow. Is that right, T-Chon?
Ask that you refrain from sending negative messages or joining in with the complaints of others. Rest assured that our game will be visible on the Steam store again once the maintenance is complete. And then they finish it up with, patience is key. Now, I would argue that the gaming
pretty
community
much
has
Blue
been
Box
more
Studios
than patient
all over
with
again with the
Fantastic
band,
and their title the day before. But anyways, here's where it starts to get more interesting. So first, I started digging into this. I reached out to someone who knows way more about Steam than I do. I asked them about this statement from Fantastic, the known bugs, etc. I showed them this receipt log, and their exact statement and response back to me was, no, that's total BS. It is not a known bug. It is not common.
It doesn't
Then we get the
sound like a
Steam
known
logs for
bug.
the day before showing that
never heard of
changes
it.
were made, removing the movies and trailers on their Steam store page. The team claims that this is Steam delisting the game, but to me, these look like their team is going in and deleting the movies and screenshots, as in they're just trying to remove all the
I
evidence.
just don't get it. So what is the point in faking a game's existence? You get nothing out of it. And I saw on Twitter people were sharing emails where this studio, Fantastic, was sending them business emails about sponsoring videos to play their game. So surely they have to have some kind of game. GoFundMe money? It wasn't crowdfunded, man. And the pre-order is free. Thanks to the resub Ajoy and the gift sub Hokage. And no, they're not even close, Sylvia. It's much worse. Investor money? Does this have investor money? I guess maybe. I wouldn't know if it did or did not. But then what is the point in reaching out to YouTubers asking if they can do a sponsored video playing their game if you don't have a game? That doesn't make any sense. Thanks for the bits, Witch and Kinway. And yeah, I saw that, Kinway. Maybe it was bought out by a bigger IP. I guess, but it seems very unlikely.
Possibly. I don't know. Also, that entire "we are experiencing minor technical difficulties with the game" Discord message has since been entirely deleted, which is a huge red flag. That's right. That entire message that I showed you on screen has now been removed from their official Discord server. No, I held off on publishing anything last night as, one, I was just totally exhausted from the workday, and number two, I've seen enough from this team at Fantastic based on their previous cases of jumping out of the boiling hot frying pan scenarios that I decided to wait for another round of what I fully expected to appear. And my patience was rewarded. Hours later, we get this statement over on Twitter. Dear fans, right before the release, Steam blocked our game page at the request of a private individual because of the name The Day Before. As you know, our game was announced in January 2021. At the time of the announcement, the Day Before game trademark was available. After the announcement of the game, the above-mentioned individual filed out an application before us to register the game trademark.
This doesn't make any fucking sense. Let's say, and this is giving them such a generous leap in logic. Let's say this is all real, and some rogue madman really did slap him down for the name. How in any way does that prevent you from posting a gameplay video? All you have to do is just not say The Day Before. You can literally just post it in the Discord. It doesn't even need to be on YouTube, just to prove that the game exists. Thanks to the resub loaf. Why would you wait a year to register the name? None of this makes any level of sense at all. I do think that this is probably a case of fraud, but it's fraud without any kind of gain. it doesn't compute because they're not making money off it unless there are investors behind it. But even then, thanks a resub, Gorgon. Abandoned wasn't being sold either. Yeah, that's a very famous one. That's Blue Ball's studio.
My phone.
This was an actual completely fake game from start to finish. But why was it? Happy birthday, Liquids. Like, it just they gained nothing from it. Absolutely nothing. Thanks a resub, Rachel, for the attention. But how is that helpful? It's not like they're going to have fans if they never release the game, so the attention does nothing. It's worthless. They did it to promote their other products. Blue Box Studios doesn't have other products. It just had this, and it was all fake. Like the tier 1 spoople. Maybe they did try to develop a game, but on the way they realized it wouldn't work. Now they're looking for a way out. Well, the way out is just saying and this happens all the time. Well, all the time is exaggeratory, but it does happen where a game is announced, a game gets worked on for a long time, and eventually they just have to hit you with the cold water and say, look, we were a little too ambitious and we don't think we're actually going to be able to deliver the product. And then they just cancel it. There's a tier 1 witch. The resub logic. He got funding for it. Who? Blue Balls or Day Before? Have they made any games in the past? That I don't know. Blue Balls made 2 games, and they were both horror games that were very, very, very short and poorly received. I think eventually there will be a Fabled reboot, yeah. The Day Before devs made Prop Night. Oh, really? That's pretty interesting. Burn 2 mil of investor money with nothing to show. They'd need a way out. Yeah, that's a good point. But I mean, I don't think it's necessarily criminal to just say, hey, we can't do it. You take the 2 mil in funding and you just be like, yep, this is going to be shit. We can release shit, but it is going to be shit. At the end of the day, like, as long as you just deliver something. Yeah, but then they're being accountable. Yeah, but this is going to get, like, if this truly is just an all fraud, if this is truly just completely fraudulent, they made up fucking Jeff the Killer of video games here, that's a crime. That's a financial crime. If they took money, if they had investors, they defrauded them. He's resub sleepy. Why would they make a fake game though? That's what I just don't get. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. It just seems like the worst possible idea.
Day before in the United States. And then they've got a link here. I'll get into more of that in just a moment because I did some digging for you. What's next? Previously, we were not aware of the existence of claims.
I already read all this.
I would press F to doubt. We found out about this only. Focus remains on the game itself and how to deliver you the best game possible. Thank you, and we hope for your support. Sincerely, Mytona and Fantastic. Okay, so you've got two parts of this announcement, and we need to be able to break these apart into separate chapters. First off, you've got this claim trademark issue, and then the second part is the delay announcement itself.
Unbelievable.
But first off, let's break apart this trademark. They tag some vague document from a previous filing for the title, like back in 2014. Really doesn't make much sense to me. Anyways, I've done some digging on my own on the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, because remember, they mentioned it was filed for in the United States. By the way, the Patent and Trademark Office has their TESS page, which stands for Trademark Electronic Search System, TESS. Now, if you search the day before, you've got a Soon Lee applying for the rights back on May 21st, 2021, and registering those rights on November 1st, 2022. Now, I don't know anything about Soon Lee. This could be actually an employee of Fantastic. I have no idea, but they've got the rights as of November 1st, 2022. As a point of record, the official...
How can you even argue anything else then? This is like the nuclear receipt. What the fuck? So at the very least, that's just a straight up lie from them. Thanks the resub risen. Promoting a game that doesn't exist sounds like something Kickstarter would do. Well, that is something that Kickstarter has had. But it was never to this scale. The day before, Discord is defending hard. But how? At the very least, this is a point-blank lie. There's evidence to confirm that this is a lie. Their claim that that they no longer, or they didn't have the rights to the day before name. This is infallible. This is like a legitimate binding truth. So even if you want to like pick or split hairs on if the game's real or not, you should be able to at least call out at the very least that they lied about having the game name rights. Check the devs' Twitter, Fantastic HQ. They're so cringe. Okay. More news very soon. Stay tuned. We feel like simple guy from 90s action movies. You probably remember him as the hero who breaks through the veil of disbelief when no one believes in him, but he finds the inner strength to win and prove to everyone what he is worth in the end. The day before, devs say delay was planned before trademark dispute. Okay. They also linked this as well. This is so confusing.
November 1st.
Let me finish this first before diving a bit deeper.
Now, I don't know anything about Soon Lee. This could be actually an employee of Fantastic. I have no idea, but they've got the rights as of November 1st, 2022. As a point of record, the official day before announcement trailer aired on January 27th, 2021. So that's 5 months before Soon Lee applies for the rights.
Oh, I got so confused. I misheard him. I thought he said it is an employee of Fantastic. Okay. So that's why they're also linking it as trying to use it as evidence that this guy named Soon Lee has the trademark. Though reading through the trademark, the day before is a registered trademark intended to cover the category of downloadable electronic publications in the nature of newsletters, journals, magazines, and books. Online shopping, sports, esports, foreign language, and kindergarten education. I don't know if that necessarily encompasses video games. Maybe it does.
I'm going to make a huge assumption here, but you would think that the team at Fantastic would have tried to apply for the day before copyright before that date, but I guess you would be wrong, because according to this test record system here, Fantastic applies for the day before on January 27th, 2022, a full year after their first announcement trailer airs over on YouTube. Now, this is just for the United States. There could be contradicting records in some form internationally. Who knows? I'm done digging up stuff on this one. Now on to the second part of this announcement, and that's the delay part. And of everything that has gone down in the last 24 hours, this part sounds the most accurate and truthful to me, besides the statement that they just found out the name to their game. The rights to the day before were not available on January 19th. Again, that sounds highly sus. Anyways, they are delaying the launch of the day before, again I might add, from March 1st to November 10th, which was all expected, and we expect it to happen again sometime later this year. And just so we can set a bit of precedent here, and I'm speaking of Fantastic, they set the mega event month announcement date. I forget what year it was. Remember, that was an entire month they gave themselves, and they just flat out missed it. They also originally set their first live game launch date. We didn't set it, they set it, and just weeks prior to that date, they postponed for a full year so they could supposedly transition from Unreal Engine 4 over to 5.
That's so adorable. And what the fuck?
Precedent here. They set the March 1st launch window, and you guessed it, they delayed it again. They also claimed that the raw gameplay footage has also had to been delayed, and definitely also due to this copyright issue. Now,
which makes no
just
fucking
thought. I'm
sense.
just rambling here, but just take the name down and call it an Unreal Engine 5 project from Fantastic until you nail down another name. And if this is truly an issue, then you could just relist the game on Steam and immediately post that raw gameplay footage. I thought I was actually done with this video today, but I decided just on a whim to do just a little more research, and I'm just going to throw in some other thoughts here. But the team at Fantastic claims it is the day before name that is causing all of these legal issues. It's a trademark issue that's causing all these delays. They then delist the game over on Steam to apparently avoid trademark issues, but then I want you to take a look at this. All their day before videos are still live and visible on their official Fantastic public YouTube channel. Also, their website is still splashing the day before logos all over the place. So, which is it, Fantastic?
Well, maybe they just didn't get around to it. It's been a whole 24 hours now. Let's see. I'm sure they fixed it by now. That's a good point.
Today we are going to show.
What? Why is it still called the day before? The day before? You can't use... Why is that? Oh, no. They must have forgot. That's all. They remembered to take it off of Steam and just forgot on every single other platform that it's called the day before. It happens. Sometimes you just forget about it. What a silly mistake.
Trademark issues, or the other thing that we all know is actually true? I'm done with this one for today. I've said this before, but at least Fantastic and the Day Before is entertaining, right? They give you a lot of value proposition and bang for your buck for all this drama.
I can't believe they can't even deliver like a small sliver of gameplay, even if it is completely fake. All they're making is a generic fucking zombie shooter. Like, I've seen a million of these like absolutely slapped together in 5 minutes that are flooding the Steam new release store. Like, it takes actual goddamn minutes to make this.
Does the game exist? Will it ever launch? What will it look like if that day ever comes? I mean, who in the hell knows? Leave me your feedback in the comment section below. Remember to smash that sub button and ring the bell to receive my latest upload alerts. Remember, you can also find and follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and in my community Discord server. Links to all of which can be found in the video description and pinned comments below. Until the next one, this is Latuna Buzz Lightbeer.
No, it doesn't. Stop exaggerating. I'm so tired of that fucking cope. I have seen nothing from the Days Gone footage that is anything aside from just third-person shooter and zombies. Where, did I miss something unique here? Hold on, give me a second here. Let me scrub through this real quick.
Surprised with any of this? The day before, just days before, a major raw gameplay reveal has again
now I'm seeing it. Now I'm seeing it. This is pretty unique.
And we'll get into all of
this is actually pretty next gen. They don't even have gore on the zombies, something that's been a staple in the zombies genre for the last 15 years. You're right. This is actually a regression. It's kind of like a breakdown of the zombie genre to its absolute most bare bones, most unentertaining shit ever. In fact, even on this execution here, I remember there's no gore. It's just some blood that splurts. Oh, you're right. You're right. This is actually pretty unique. They put even less effort into this than Left 4 Dead back in 2008. Good point. You're absolutely right. I was exaggerating by saying it's a generic zombie shooter. It's actually significantly more minimalist and even less impressive than a generic zombie shooter. I didn't mean to disrespect the other ones. Thanks, a resub One Piece. Let's see. Let's get just to do our due diligence here. I'm sure there must have been something that was too subtle and cool that I overlooked that was really unique about this. That isn't just third-person shooter with an assault rifle on stationary zombies. And in fact, they can't even do what most zombie shooters do, which is at least give you a lot of zombies to shoot. It's literally like 2 on a screen at any given time. I don't think I've seen more than 2 on a screen. Here's 2. That's going to be the maximum. So they can't even deliver a lot of zombies for you to shoot at in this fucking thing, I guess. Some car driving, that's huge. That's new. Whoa! Huge. This one's 3? Holy shit, they had 3. 4 even? I can't believe I was so blind to see how incredible this one was. Man, this looks awesome. I don't know how anyone was even excited for this piece of shit in the first place. I couldn't envision a more boring zombie shooter.